Hey there, in today's video, I'm going to talk about running the Tokyo Marathon 2025 with Sports Tours International. I'm making this video because I ran the Tokyo Marathon 2025 with Sports Tours International. And in this video, I'm going to go through who Sports Tours International are, why you might want to travel with Sports Tours International, what you get, what it cost, what it was like, and after all of that, was it worth it? I made a preview and a review video of the Tokyo Marathon 2025. I'll put links in the description and at the end of this video. But this particular video focuses on the Sports Tours International experience. As always, this video might be long. There are chapter markers down below, so you can skip on through to the bits you might be interested in. Let's get going. So who are Sports Tours International? Well, they're an Irish sports travel company. They say they're Europe's #1 sports tour company. They run trips to all the major marathons, plus a lot of other marathons, half marathons, and other running events around the world. They also cater for other sports, notably cycling. You can go to the Tour de France, and they've been around about 50 years. And there are various Sports Tour International locations. There's one in Ireland, there's one in the UK, there's one in France, and I think there's an international one. And they may offer different marathons and different packages depending on what the marathon operators offer them for various territories. Why did I go with Sports Tours International? Well, I made a video going through all the different ways I failed to get into the Tokyo Marathon. I failed in every conceivable way. And for me, this was the only way to get into the Tokyo Marathon 2025. And later in this video, I'll go through why you might want to choose to go with Sports Tours International. So what is included? Well, it varies on the marathon. I'll show some examples on screen of the Boston Marathon, the Marathon des Châteaux du Médoc. Typically, it's hotel plus entry. Sometimes there's a tour. In the case of Boston, there's one of the Duck Tours. And on some of the packages, you can customize the number of nights and the hotel you stay at. So what was included in the Tokyo Marathon 2025 package? Well, guaranteed entry into the race, the hotel, bus transfers to and from the Marathon Expo, bus transfers to and from the marathon itself, a pre-race briefing, a local orientation tour, a sightseeing day, a warm-up run, a closing night party, an ASICS jacket, and a bobble hat. And what's excluded? Well, notably, your flights and travel insurance. So what did it cost me to go to the Tokyo Marathon 2025? Well, the first thing is I paid for myself. This is not a sponsored video. It cost €5,279 for the runner, myself, and then €4,929 to add a non-runner staying in the same room. The deposit was €550. You had to pay before the lottery results were announced. So we're kind of taking a gamble. If you won the lottery and you'd already paid this, but I paid that gamble. There is not an unlimited supply. By way of example, I think they only have 50 places available to get into the Boston Marathon, more for Tokyo. I think maybe up to 1,500 came to Tokyo. I'm not sure on that. They will reward you for your continued support. I think if you wanted to go to the Boston Marathon, by way of example, you'd have had to gone on 5 or 6 previous Sports Tour International trips. So they do reward loyalty to Sports Tours International. Tokyo is more expensive than most, but by way of example, the Boston Marathon is €3,479 for 4 nights in a very nice central hotel. 5 nights in a Boston hotel cost me $2,596.11. So kind of not that far off, and I was not in a central location. And for me, yeah, it looks like pretty good value overall. It depends whether you're sharing, not sharing, all that kind of thing. And it will vary from country to country. But it did look that at least for Boston, the price was not outrageous. And by way of example, I could go to Berlin for €1,000.79, Chicago for €1,335, New York for €1,799, London for €1,705, Sydney, 5 nights in the Hilton is €1,679. And if I wanted to go to Dublin, where I already am, it's €479 for 2 nights. And again, that all includes staying in the hotel and your entry fee and various other bits and bobs. So what was it all like? Well, the bobble hat is fine. I was beaten up at school for wearing a bobble hat. I won't be wearing that. The jacket is really nice. I'm not sure it was exclusive to Sports Tours International. It's by Asics. I'll never wear it. It's very, I feel self-conscious wearing it, but it is a really nice jacket. The hotel was superb. It had its own Rolls Royce dealership in it. It had a Trader Vic's, if you fancied a pina colada. The nicest feature was its 400-year-old gardens. We stayed in the main block, but there was also a tower. I don't know if you got a choice between the two, but we stayed in the main. And the longer I was in it, the more I liked it. The pre-race briefing was grand. Nothing I didn't find out by reading the handbook, apart from the fact that I was amazed how many people hadn't read the handbook. So I didn't really need that. The familiarization tour, well, it was a walk around the area. Nothing I hadn't found out myself the night before. The sightseeing tour I didn't go on because I was off making a world record attempt, video to follow. It looked good. There was a trip to the Tokyo Skytree and Solamachi, the Asakusa Kannon Temple and Nakamichi Shopping Street, a Sumida River cruise, a Meiji Shrine visit, and it was all on the bus tour, so your legs didn't get beaten up. I think it was on the Friday and the marathon was on the Sunday. So it was, reports were that it was fine. I didn't feel I missed anything by not being on it. The best thing, the coach tours were superb to and from the marathon and to and from the Marathon Expo. Really, really superb. I thought I would like to run back or walk back from the marathon to the hotel, something I usually do. But this time there was a bus, got on it, back in the hotel in 10 minutes. It really was superb. They were superbly organized. In fact, everything was really well organized. There was an after party. It was a bit odd in some respects in the hotel. Oddly enough, there were very few seats. And for a whole lot of people who just run a marathon, that seemed very odd. There was some great stuff. There were some really nice Japanese drummers. There was some Japanese dancers of some form. They were really good. And the sumo wrestlers. That was all great.
Leg stomps. Yosho. The Rachel performance, Chirichos. Leg stomps again. Yosho. Now they come to the center, match each other's movement.
They had a DJ somewhere between it, which was largely pointless. I don't know why. Then they had a really odd interlude. They cut across on a video to some other hotel where there were two guys doing some juggling with a kendama as a kind of little wooden toy with a ball on it. One of the guys was English, one guy was American. They weren't particularly good at it. I mean, they were good, but they missed a few. It was really boring, took up a lot of time, and killed the buzz. The problem was that it took up so much time that the sumos, who were fantastic, wanted to wrestle some from the crowd, and then they were told they couldn't because we'd run out of time. Then at the end, there was supposed to be a 6-star medal thing, and it was the former world record holder, Tegla Leroux, came on stage. She was fantastic, and people were talking to her, and that was good. But again, she ran out of time, or they ran out of time. They should have had all the 6-star medalists go up on stage to celebrate with her. But again, that got cut off because of those two guys with their juggling. That was completely pointless and unnecessary. However, it was generally really well organized. A few glitches with the after party apart. The staff gave you all their mobile phone numbers. I didn't ring anybody, but they were very nice to have. The only question I asked them was I wanted porridge on the breakfast on the marathon day, and porridge was arranged. So it was really good to give you this. This is a sort of very nice thing for the entry into the after party. There were tickets to various things. All was given to you very nicely in a little package, and these are sort of hotel details and vouchers for breakfast. It was really well organized. Should you travel with Sports Tours International? Well, everything to do with the running, which is what mattered to me, was perfect. Really good. Sports Tours International, they're a travel agency, and they're not aimed at people like me. I like organizing my own things. I'm happy in a Holiday Inn Express. All the hotels look the same to me when I close my eyes. My sightseeing consists of running the marathon. It's a perfect way to see a city, wonderful way to see Tokyo. The only deal-breaking benefit for me with going to Tokyo with Sports Tours International was getting in to the marathon. It was a means to an end, and yeah, 10 out of 10 for that. I got in, ran it. For me, the trip was expensive, but I'm totally satisfied with what I got. I knew what I was paying, and what I got, and everything went really smoothly. The hotel it exceeded my expectations. I liked the transfers to and from, and I accepted the price, and I was really happy with the delivery. Now, not everyone is like me, thankfully. Some people don't like organizing. They want everything done for them. I spent a lot of money on lottery chances with Abbott World, Marathon Majors, Go Club, and One Tokyo. Failed in all of them. And in lots of ways, Sports Tours International make things so easy. You turn up and you run. It works. It works great. From the running point of view, flawless. And if that sounds like what you want, yeah, give Sports Tours International a go. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it useful. If you did, it'd be great if you hit the like button. As always, there'll be lots of stuff in the description below, and I'd happily answer any questions you put into the comments. There'll be a big blue subscribe button popping up there, and some great videos there. Thanks for watching. Until the next video, just keep running along.